Fight we will. I tell you guys, we are having such an interesting day, interesting time. We're going to cover the MSM inciting violence, and we're going to see the fruits of their mind control and just kind of poke some fun at it, guys, because we know that it is all fake crap because of things that are going on within our administration that are scaring the rats. And speaking of rats, we need our partner in justice so we can clean up all these rats. We got Shady Grooove joining the show. Shady.
Matrixxx, we got to get these rats cleaned up. That's a very good point. We're working together and we're working real hard out there every day of the week.
Every day of the week, guys. I tell you right now. And, you know, again, I want to remind you of this tweet right here. Why did the shootings happen? Let me just go over to, so you guys can see what I'm doing. You know, hey, I produced this show on my own with Shady. We do it ourselves. We don't have, like, you know, Herman Munster kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, producers. But let's just, why did the shootings happen the day that this came out, right? The FBI agreed immunity contracts not to fully investigate on the Clinton emails. The FBI agreed to destroy computers that had backup emails. Quick! Narrative change. And that was that was Friday before their satanic holiday in Italy, which then Saturday was a blood sacrifice ritual and El Paso needed blood. Guys, is it starting to fit together? Their symbolism will be their downfall. They are exposed. We also exposed yesterday the El Paso shooter with Ty's father, and now we have the John of God. And as we know, John of God was in Brazil and he trafficked babies. Okay, guys? So they are using their own people to say that they're Trump people to scare everybody else. And we had the New York Times Square, a motorcycle backfired and everybody freaked out. 9 people were injured. Guys, people are afraid of their own shadow, and this is all to blame from the mainstream media. And remember what media means, guys. Media comes from the Babylonian times. It was a city in Medes, Syria, where Syria is today. And they would turn to the Magi tribe, and that Magi tribe would cast a spell on the population in order to get what they wanted done to that ruling party at that time. But first, I want to let you know that we are sponsored again today by C60. Let's check it out. Okay, guys, before we get going with our show, I'd like to share how a soccer ball shaped indestructible super antioxidant arrangement of carbon molecules can extend your lifespan. It sounds complicated, right? It really isn't. It's called C60. And C60 selectively neutralizes the most toxic free radicals in your body that cause aging. Toxic free radicals can no longer hide. That's because the C60 hunts them down and extinguishes them. A 2012 study found lifespan almost doubled in rats given C60, and the toxicity in their body dropped significantly. People who take C60 report that their hair returns to its youthful color, vision gets clearer, and physical energy is sustained throughout the day. They also report increased libido and clearer, smoother skin. You're a patriot with high standards, right? Like me, the highest of standards. You will be pleased to know the C60 at apexhealth.club is suspended in high-grade olive oil and made with superior 99.99% vacuum oven filtered carbon. That's free from solvents, guys. In a quality control environment to ensure that this product meets the highest standards out there. Apex Health is Patriot-owned. That's apexhealth.club. And use the promo code intheMatrixx with 3 X's. Again, apexhealth.club with promo code intheMatrixx. The link is in the description box below. Get your C60 today. Yes, thank you very much, C60. We are the news now, and we need Patriot sponsors. So if you guys want to sponsor the Matrixxx Groove Hour, please give us a call. Contact any one of our awesome mods out there. We do have the best mods on the internet. We do have the most red-pilled audience on the internet. That includes you guys right here at our YouTube show every day, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, and the Q Lounge Live, 10 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. and on Periscope, rebroadcast at 17:17 Eastern Time. So don't forget, if you guys like this show and you want to share it, please do. We are getting, finally, we're over the 32,000 mark on our subscribers. YouTube is severely censoring us, guys. And we need your help in order to spread that word. We've got, I've got 93,000 followers on Twitter, and most of those people don't even know we have a YouTube channel.
Isn't that incredible?
It's incredible.
I mean, just the how much we put up and how much we're working on, and it's interesting to see how many people don't know that we're doing this show every day.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So, guys, please share this show if you can. We need your help. Calling all Patriots. Calling all Patriots. Please share this show and get them here. And just remember, we are live at 1 p.m. Eastern every day, Monday through Friday. But this same link will broadcast anytime you want to see it. So if you want to see it at 6, 10, when you're taking your shower in the morning, whatever you're doing, when we're getting lunch, what that time is for you, we are here. And we'll be here for you every day. Wow. It's amazing, isn't it, Shady?
Man, it really is amazing to see how much is going on and how much the mainstream media can actually sit back and ignore.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's really what you're seeing. You're seeing them ignore what's going on and fluffing up a bunch of nonsense to get everybody scared and afraid of each other.
Yes, absolutely. And we've got 603 fine Patriots watching right now. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you share it. Please help us with the censorship. We need you. So almost had it. We noticed that Donald Trump today, 7 hours ago, said Trump urges unity versus racism. The correct description was in the first headline by the failing New York Times, but it was quickly changed to assailing hate but not guns. After the radical left Democrats went absolutely crazy. Fake news. That's what we're up against, guys. That is what we are up against.
The mob.
The mob. And here, Cutter Q, Cutter Co. right there, Cutter down there. By the way, Cutter, we want to just spend 1 second and say thank you very much, and that she needs prayers right now, guys, and we are here for you. So prayers to you, Cutter, and your family. We love you. So that's that. Thank you, Cutter. I mean, everything that you do, we're here for you all the time. So, and we're here for all of you Patriots as well. We're just here, and I'm not going anywhere. Hopefully, right? So this is the first headline. It says Trump urges unity versus racism. That's good, right? United, not divided, and there is no isms. We don't have an issue.
That's actually a fair headline.
That is a fair headline. It's like, wow. That is a good headline, and that's true. Then they changed it to this. Dun, dun, dun. Assailing hate, but not guns.
Look at that.
Stay off my guns, man.
I'm telling you, they need to stay away from them.
That's my Second Amendment right. So I want to just tell you that. And knee deep in Q right here, he posted yesterday the Daytona shooter ex-girlfriend, quote, "We bonded over the laughable conspiracy theories that our professor tried to preach. We ended up getting into a political date with a Republican, but it's basically fitting their narrative. But we know that they are Antifa, that they're left, they're not Republicans. I mean, so it's interesting, guys, what we're up against. It really is. This is 40 Head. I highly suggest a follow with 40 Head. There has been I the Spy. If you have questions about I the Spy, just ask yourself why you have a question about I the Spy and trust your gut. But he said that there was zero net at 8chan bunker, and that was going around saying that it's 8chan, and just so you know, it's not. Okay, it's probably set up by the deep state, so stay away.
Do not go to those website addresses.
And this is Ron with Code Monkey Z. He runs all of 8chan, and he says ZeroNet was not made by our team, and I have no idea who set that up. So tread lightly. And by the way, I'm blocked by this guy, and I believe, just so you know, guys, just whatever. Just if you have a question about True I the Spy, then just trust your gut. That's all I'm saying, guys, and discernment. Look at everybody. It's okay. All right. So that's interesting. And he also he tweeted out the deep state setup, guys. It's not 8chan, okay? So be careful. All right, so this is it. This is this is pretty interesting.
Yeah,
this is me replying to the Baltimore Sun. The Baltimore Sun was upset at Scott Pressler because he actually came over to the city and helped clean up the city. And
Can you believe what is going on?
I can't believe the gall of this guy.
What is wrong with people?
Wow. I can't believe they wanted to clean up a city. Wow. And then
look at what they take for doing something good.
So, well, if the city can't do it in Rep Cummings' own district, let's us do it, guys. Let's watch this.
Oh!
This is what's going on in Baltimore. Their truck is backing up, and look at all the rats. Carol Curtis, no. He's not. The link is.
Back up!
Look at that, guys. So I think you get the idea. I think you get the idea there, right, Shady?
Yeah, you get the idea that they're attempting to they're attempting to infect all of us with this idea that we're not worth the services that we pay for.
And now look at Rodney Howard Brown. Look what he tweeted. This is awesome. This is a reporter in Baltimore, Maryland.
Now, we spoke with many people today who say the president should consider coming here to Baltimore, to the Sandtown area, and taking a look at things for himself. Coming up at 5, we have some more stats in the area, specifically when it comes to abandoned buildings like this one you're looking at here. That's at 5. But live for now in Sandtown, Maxine Stryker, Fox 45.
That's how they take care of their city, guys. Maybe Trump is trying to call these people out. Trump is doing all this.
And a large point to this, more than anything, is that the money for the garbage pickup is there. The money for the systems to function and operate in the city of Baltimore and all these other cities is there. It's not being used to pick up the trash. It's not being used and appropriated properly by the government. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a huge deal, guys. It's a huge deal. And
it really is.
By the way, I heard the news says that the guns are killing people, so I'm just sitting here waiting.
There.
Nobody move! Nobody move! All right? So nobody so far has moved. I'm just kind of waiting to see.
They're not going to move.
They're not going to move.
No, they won't move.
It still hasn't moved, Shady, and I'm still sitting here just like this. Look at me. See? Look at
You're not shell-shocked?
I'm not shell-shocked yet. I'm not even shaking.
Right.
All right, so we've got a lot of stuff going on here in this news cycle. Here are the thank you guys. This is our Creator Monthly. This is August. We had 1,200 new subscribers. Thank you very, very much. We had 153,000 censored views. Probably that you can times that by 10. We probably had 1 million. And we had 4 million minutes watched, and if you times that by 10, we probably had more than that too, because they are censoring our numbers. And here's how your community responded: 19,000 likes. So make sure you like it, be part of that number. Go ahead and comment, and go ahead and post, and please share if you can, guys. We really appreciate it, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, let me see, Shady. I just kind of got off track a little bit here. We were talking about the rats, weren't we? Oh, look, This is what the Persistence found. This is Scott Pressler. And Scott found this: Obama makes history. Oh, he's going to make history, all right. He's going to make history. What do you think of that? That's 11 years ago, November 5th, 2008. And that's sitting on the streets in Baltimore.
Wow.
Still.
Wow, guys.
How long have the Dems... Look at this, what's happening here, man. Okay, so let's go to the Drudge Report today. USA Today headquarters was evacuated, police confirm. There was a report with a man with his Second Amendment. Yeah. So stay together now more than ever. We're almost there, absolutely. And Twitter keeps wanting to show you my email address, but go ahead and it's Jeffrey Peterson at iCloud.com. Go ahead and email me anytime, guys. and ITM at intheMatrixxx with 3x's.com. If you guys have anything, I'd prefer the intheMatrixx one because I check that more often. All right, so gosh, Shady, look at all this stuff that we got here. We got news. We got a lot
of fake news.
All right, so meanwhile in New York, the party of not hate they have death camp for Trump supporters now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they're tolerant. Did I ever say death camp for Obama supporters ever?
I never said that.
I never said that either.
Nope. And I wouldn't say it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And yes, we got that. There's an alert today in a 1 hour and 4 minutes. We have our alert at 2:20 p.m. Eastern. It won't be on the phones, but it'll be on the TV and radios, guys. So tune in. But look at this. Look at that, guys.
Can you say coordinated deep state operations?
No. No, this is real. Who paid for the printing of these nice signs?
Soros.
Oh, you think? Okay, now here's Hillary Clinton talking about our death
Maybe
camps.
Hillary.
Here we go.
As I have gotten older, I have decided we really need camps for adults.
Yep, camps for adults, right?
And we need the kind of camps
Re-educate them.
that you all run. I mean, really, where
Really?
you know, none of the serious stuff, none of the life challenge stuff. More fun. I think we have a huge fun deficit.
Fun death
in
camps.
America. And we need to figure out how to fill that fun deficit, certainly for our kids.
Fun
but
for the
also
Clintons' murder, just so you
for the
know.
rest of us. We've become, in so many ways, a country that has slowly but surely figured out how to get along with more people from more backgrounds.
Wait, we have? I thought we were racist.
But there are still differences that we need to get over. I said the other day at an event that
She just said we're okay. We don't have this issue.
Sexist,
See, look.
homophobic, all of those things. But we sure don't want to spend time with anybody who we disagree with politically.
So put them in death camps.
I mean, that is just too stressful.
All right. So that's it. There's your they thought she would never lose, guys.
Woo. That's hard to comment on. There's so many different ways to go with that.
Right. So here we go. Let's focus on Mr. Rothschild.
Yikes. Whoa.
Mr. Rothschild.
Hey now.
Mike Rothschild is saying that because we have facts and talking about treason and sedition at the highest levels, and it's treason, and in fact the law does require, if you are convicted of treason by a jury or a military tribunal or whatever the process may be, there is a penalty for that, and the penalty is what, Shady?
Death?
It is death. So Mike Rothschild is saying that QAnon ultimately resolves around an orgy of extrajudicial execution for treason. This thread is by a major QAnon guru calling for the hanging of a former president and multiple current senators that has thousands of retweets despite clearly advocating violence.
Can I speak to that?
Yes.
Mr. Rothschild, let me explain to you something. It's called equal justice under the law, and asking for the truth to be known and for facts to be revealed and for justice to be served is not an act of violence.
No?
No.
You mean because he wants to protect child trafficking? He wants to protect treason? I mean, what? For somebody that says that he's not a Rothschild over and over and over, he sure does act like one.
He sure really does. It's like I'm not really sure you're on our side, my friend. Not the side of America. If you don't understand equal justice under the law and the reality that we don't want our politicians and white collar hedge fund managers to be held to different standards and celebrities than the rest of us.
Right. And Mr. T, I want to read this in Mr. Rotten Child is the actual name. Wait, I can't do I'm Mr. T. Don't nobody do more of the T than me. I can't. Maybe not. I don't know. I love you, Mr. T. I've been a big fan of you for a long time. Mr. T's out there in chat. Say hello to our friend, Mr. T. I love Mr. T. I loved that show growing up.
Mr. T brings the gold.
Yeah, I pity the fool. Exactly. I pity the fool that does treason and sedition at the highest levels.
I pity him too. I pity the
Yes.
fool that comes up in here and tries to sell
So-
the idea that justice is violent.
So Mike wants Francis Beto for president.
That is a scary picture, Matrixx. Now, who is that?
That's Francis O'Rourke, a.k.a. Robert Beto.
Oh, the guy that's running for president.
Don't call me Francis, psycho.
Oh,
Remember
call me
that from
Francis.
Stripes? Don't call me Francis. Oh, psycho. All right, so he's a bass player for the El Paso Pussycats. In 1995, he was burglary and arrest and a 1998 DUI. In 2013, he admits to illegal Twitter stock purchase. He was charged by the FEC for revealing illegal campaign contributions, failed candidate for Texas senator, and just what a very photographic gentleman, huh?
Hashtag not my president.
Hashtag. But so I misquoted, and I want to actually, I'm sorry, Mike. Actually, he wants him to drop out of the race and run against John Cornyn in Texas because that guy sucks. And this guy doesn't. Right, Mike? Mike. And that I just had to laugh at that one.
Are we living in a fantasy world, man?
I mean,
really.
This is who Mike Rothschild wants to be. Senator.
President of the United States.
Well, no. We misquoted.
Or senator, I mean.
I
Senator,
misquoted. I need to. Facts matter, Shady.
That's right. I just did too. I skipped it.
My God.
Funnier the other way.
I mean, who would you want him at your dinner table?
No.
Only if he dresses like that, right, Shady?
No.
Oh my
No,
God.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh boy, I tell you, so this is the stuff. So Mike Rothschild was triggered under our treason. Oh, I want to actually. This is a really good. Greg Gutfield actually had one of the best quotes today, and Poussaint pointed it out to me. Go ahead and follow Poussaint. She's trying to get to 5,000, but she's censored. There's certain levels in Twitter that you can't get to unless you really force it. So get over to @Poussaint1 on Twitter. Give her a follow, please, because she's trying to get over that 5,000 mark. And once she gets over that, she'll be able to be seen a little bit more because there's 5,000, 10,000, 15, and 20,000 markers for Twitter censorship. All right, so this is Greg Gutfield. She found this tweet, and it's stated very well. Trump is about to execute a white supremacist while trying to free a black rapper from jail as he pushes prison reform that directly benefits families of black men while calling out a city where minorities are victims of crime and blight. If Trump is a racist, he sucks at it.
That is very well spoken.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
It says it all. It says that says what the rest of the media won't tell you.
That's right. And this show is called MSM is Inciting Violence, guys, because they are. They are absolutely inciting violence, and we know it. You know it. We all know it here too, right? So guys, this is funny. So this is the orgy, that he wants to show you. So let's go ahead and look at this. So watch our show today at 1 p.m. to see what triggered this media shill. Here we go. Oh wait, why am I looking at his thread? Ew. They're probably gonna screw with me again. Yeah, they see what they do. Let me just go ahead and go over here to Twitter settings. Hang on. All right, so Shady, do you want to just make a comment while I'm fixing this real quick? Go ahead.
Well, I would. A couple of things I'd want to comment about. Well, number one is, with Mike Rothschild's commentary there, guys, and everybody being triggered over what's going on with the stuff in Dayton. I mean, I saw today we have protesters outside of the president's motorcade about the idea that he's going to go and try to speak with law enforcement who helped with this tragedy that happened in Dayton and El Paso today, and just the reaction that I'm seeing on the ground by people to the president of the United States right now is completely incited by the mainstream media. They would never have done this to any other president. They would have never done this to any other office holder to give this much airtime. I mean, look at the amount of airtime, Matrixx, that they're giving to this ridiculous notion of the president somehow caused this event in El Paso. Have you seen any time given to the Dayton shooter's leftist views and his support of Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders and any of that? Okay, if we're going to start blaming politicians for shootings, why aren't we blaming them equally?
Yeah, because of the Bernie supporter, right? They,
It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's okay if we're going to, I mean, one or the other, we got to have, it's like we're just talking about with Mike Rothschild about equal justice under the law. I want equal coverage in my media. I want a non-biased media that doesn't have an agenda. And, how do we get there unless we create it?
Absolutely. I want to show you this too, because we're talking about exactly what Shady's talking about. So I'm going to just pivot before we go over that other thread that Rothschild is triggered about. But this is what Shady's talking about. I mean, they're shouting death threats outside McConnell's home. And don't we have some issue? What's going on with, isn't he Kentucky?
Yes.
Okay, so didn't he get his, so you brought up a great point. Why don't you go ahead and take us through that real quick before I play his video?
Well, I was actually just talking about everything that's going on in the financial markets and paying attention to the Fed and what all these people are saying about the Fed. And then we have these couple of stories that are in the media right now about Mitch McConnell supposedly fell this weekend and hurt his shoulder, and he's working from home and can't leave his home. And also Rand Paul was in for some sort of health thing going on with his injury from before, whenever he was attacked. And it just struck me off guard, all this pressure that we're putting on the Fed. We're seeing the price of gold rise, and we're looking at we have Bernanke, Yellen, Greenspan all out there talking directly about how the president can influence the Fed. And our two senators from the state of Kentucky, where Fort Knox is, where they pretend like they have our gold stored, are both injured right now. It just really seems interesting. And now you're seeing protesters shouting death threats. There's more at play here than even we see, I think. But this is something very huge is happening right now, leading us up to the 15th, I think, and the next couple of weeks here in the month of August, because all the players in the economy are bouncing. Goldman Sachs are freaking out and writing weird commentaries about the market. Greenspan, Yellen, and Bernanke all agreeing, like they're just coming out and making these statements that they're agreeing and that we should be supporting everything and anything that Powell says, and we should never think outside the box of what's really the point and the purpose of the Fed. But what we're doing is we're taking in tariffs, and that is why they're freaking out. We have $400 billion in tariffs that we've taken in, and guess what, guys? That ain't in the Fed. It ain't part of the Fed. It's outside of the purview of the Fed. So we are doing something to attack them behind the scenes, and there's a lot of things. There's a lot of stuff going on, and look at how they're distributing hate. The media directing hate, like these things. Like, who goes out and protests at Mitch McConnell's house and screams and yells?
Let's watch that. Here we go. That's a great segue. Here we go.
To get some rest. Not if the children that you're kidnapping can't get any rest. Not if families who are getting murdered can't get any rest. Mitch! He's in there nursing his little broken arm. He should have broke his little raggedy ring neck. If we can't get no rest because of you, you won't get no rest because of us.
Wow.
I mean, just the tone. Look at the tone.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
they're being weaponized. The hypnotized masses of brainwashed zombies out there who are taking the pharmaceuticals and eating the regular food every day are gonna have a little bit of a hump to get over here to get back to a clear thought form and range of sight to what is their actual media landscape.
In other news, Disney missed their earnings. Really quick, here you go. Disney shares fall after earnings miss, and they blame it on movies and stuff like that. It did 3.7% stock fell. But are you sure it wasn't because of this? Michael Laney raping a 7-year-old girl? Or do you think it was because of the Disney Cruise Line taking your kids to Little St. James Island, aka Epstein Island, aka Pedo Island?
Or it could be Guardians of the Galaxy's James Gunn being freaking being fired for sexual acts and stuff. I mean, Maybe.
When you wish upon Ishtar.
Ishtar.
So guys, seriously, get your stocks out of Walt Disney. Get your kids out of Walt Disney. It's disgusting.
Get the movies out of your house.
It's disgusting.
And pretend like it didn't exist and don't give it any credit, because we've got to have this conversation. It has infected our society at every level. Disney. Yes, I said it.
Yes.
Disney.
And Disney does cruise to Epstein Island. It's Q post 3497. And it's called the Magical Kingdoms. It's the Disney Cruise Line. And afterward, you make your way to your second snorkel stop, Little St. James Island, where all the pedophiles can go in their underground tunnels and watch your frickin' child swim around on the reef.
5-5. And who knows what else.
Where curious fish dart back and forth in the clear blue water, and colorful coral formations nestle next to amazing underwater formations. Okay?
And now recognize what Disney was built for, everyone.
Right.
Now you want to talk about the truth? Mike Rothschild.
Disney owns a lot. Yes, anonymous information. Don't forget they own ABC. They own much more too. They own
2/3 or what? 1/3 of all media.
Yeah.
All media.
Yeah.
The organization that's predicated on the collection of humans.
That's right.
Trafficking, slavery.
Oh, former Walt Disney VP sentenced to prison in child sex abuse investigation. It was a 7-year-old girl, guys.
All the media people that work in tandem with this, they are not out of the loop. The higher ups, blue check mark Twitter media people are not out of the loop on this, everyone.
They are the loop.
They're not going to suddenly say one day, oh yeah, and start reporting on this stuff. They are part of it. They are blackmailed. They're part of it. All of them.
Right. Absolutely. Oh,
that's why the president has such vitriol when he goes after the media and stands there in front of them. Feels like, somehow obligated that he has to answer their dumb questions.
So I got another reminder that everybody needs to just, remember, okay, guys? But we are witnessing a media-induced mass psychosis. Anti-Trump hatred has sadly turned clinical, guys. The mind-controlled really need to turn off the TV, walk away, breathe deeply, and say something nice to a stranger, and tune into the Matrixxx Grooove Hour. So guys, I'm telling you right now, they are doing this on purpose, okay? I want to remind you guys this. C comes before D, guys. Coates before D class. Coates steps down when, Shady?
On the 15th.
On the 15th, okay?
Yep.
In the meantime, we're watching these rats cruising around, watching them destroy themselves, looking like idiots, and they will be taken down. So guys, C comes before D. Coates steps down on the 15th. Yes, DNI Ratcliffe was not accepted, turned down. But remember the Scaramucci model. Somebody in there is going to go in there. We can't do the full D class with Coates still blocking the D class, guys, okay?
And also, Ratcliffe was a member of the Gang of Eight, so... I wasn't 100% sure that he was going to make it all the way through anyway.
Sandy White says, Rogers looks really pleased there. Look at him. Look at Admiral Rogers. What a hero.
Yes, he is.
Look at that guy. What a hero. All right. Yep.
And so, just to throw it out there real quick, did you see what's going on with Peter Strzok? Did you catch it?
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about deep state panic. That looks like some deep state panic.
Yeah, it is deep state panic. I mean, they're just trying to do whatever that's panic. It's exactly what it is. And just remember this is what you're not hearing in the news. So Durham and Graham obtained the deposition of the Clinton dirt tipster, Joseph Misfoot. That was done, guys, 2 days ago.
Yep.
But we're watching all the shootings, so you're not hearing this stuff.
Yep. And they're trying to hide it. This is how they're burying it.
That's why you come here to the Matrixxx Grooove Hour.
And this guy is not a Russian, by the way. We need to help make that clear, because the mainstream media can't figure that out, that this guy is an intel officer, not a Russian.
Right.
Hashtag.
All right, so we got that. All right, so we got a lot of stuff going on, and we're witnessing the media. They're Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, by the way, every time I put our YouTube channel in, it censors. Look at this: 68 likes, 433, 193, 79 likes. So please help us get people to this YouTube channel, guys. Please, please, please. Thank you. We love you. Oh, see, they still haven't moved, Shady. They're still there. Nobody's moved. Nobody has shot anybody. All right. So here it is, guys. We're going to revisit this today.
Let's revisit this.
I think we need a little bit of reminder of what triggered Mr. Rothschild. And treason and sedition at the highest levels. There is something called a law. If you do anything treasonous or seditious against your country, you actually get punished for it. And treason is punished by death. I'm not calling for violence. But traditionally, treason was hanging, and that's why we have the noose there, okay?
I'm not calling for violence any more than we would be calling for a death penalty for a convicted murderer.
That's right. So while Q and 8chan are sorting out some of those issues, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but remember the placeholders, guys, okay? The placeholders mean everything. Okay, so let the unsealing begin. Let the declass begin. Let the world witness the truth. We, the people, are calling for this, too. And Q says it right. Justice under the law. Q. Treason. Here we go. This is treason, guys. And let's read what... you want to read that, Shady, for everybody so we know what treason actually means?
Whoever from the top here. Whoever owing allegiance to the United States levies war against them or adheres to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort within the United States or elsewhere, is guilty of treason and shall suffer death or shall be imprisoned not less than 5 years and fined under this title but not less than $10,000 and shall be incapable of holding any office under the United States.
See that, guys? It's U.S. Code 18, U.S. Code 2381.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Shady?
Yep.
And we have a very special place picked out for GS. Really special, Q. And look at these people. You got them there, right? You got Bill. You got Hillary. You got Huma. You got Schumer. You actually have Obama. Yes, he's a former president, but he's committed treason against our country. You've got Valerie Jarrett. You've got Holder. And you've got John Kerry.
And should maybe that we see what remind them what we found in QPost 2381?
Yes, let's go to that. Go ahead and read. Go ahead and just talk over this.
I'll start reading it.
Well, this is you can start reading it. 2381, right?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Statement release 10/9/18 per authority. General statement. We understand that there is extreme fatigue and frustration regarding the wheels of justice. Slow.
Oh, you know what, Shady? Wow.
Yes.
Okay, we were supposed to go over this today. Go.
Yeah, I thought we were going over it.
No, but I mean, we are all feeling extreme fatigue and frustration right now.
Yes, we are.
And we are going over this right now. I'm sure it's a coincidence. Wow.
Good point. Thank you. Yeah, I was actually reading and not listening to that.
Right. Go ahead and just start over. Please start over. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Statement release 10/9/18 per authority 1. General statement. We understand that there is extreme fatigue and frustration regarding the wheels of justice. Slow. Exclude emotion and personal desire. Instead, use logic and critical thinking based on situational awareness. Undo a lifetime of evil and corruption infestation in the span of less than 2 years with a corrupt DOJ and FBI in place. Process and planning. Law and order. Military operation. How can you make arrests non-military prior to first fully cleaning out corrupt elements at the top of these departments, FBI, DOJ, that oversee investigation and prosecution in the United States? They themselves are the very ones engaged in the illegal treasonous acts. James Comey, director, fired. Andrew McCabe, deputy director, fired. Jim Rubicki, chief of staff and senior counsel, fired. James Baker, general counsel, fired. Bill Priestep, director of counterintelligence, Strzok's boss, cooperating witness, power removed. Peter Strzok, deputy assistant director of counterintelligence, fired. Lisa Page, Office of General Counsel, fired, forced. Mike Corton, Assistant Director for Public Affairs, fired. Josh Campbell, Special Assistant to Comey, fired. David Loffman, Chief of the Justice Department's Counterintelligence and Export Control Section, NatSec, HRC email investigation, fired and forced. John Carlin, Assistant Attorney General, Head of Department of Justice National Security Division, fired, forced. Sally Yates, Deputy Attorney General and Acting Attorney General, fired. Mary McCord, Acting Assistant Attorney General, Acting Head of DOJ's National Security Division, fired, forced. Bruce Orr, Associate Deputy Attorney General, demoted 2 times, cooperating witness, power removed, termination imminent. Rachel Brand, Associate Attorney General, number 3 official behind Deputy AG Rosenstein, fired, forced. In the batter's box, Michael Steinbach, John Glecklone, Randy Coleman, Tricia Anderson, Kevin Kleinsmith, Tashina Gar, Sally Moyer. Gohar, yeah. How do you ensure those prosecuted non-military would receive an impartial judgment based on the rule of law? Think federal judge rulings obstruction. POTUS granted constitutional authority. How do you ensure appeals to the U.S. Supreme Court are evaluated impartially and based on the rule of law? Think Justice K 5-4. Military law versus criminal law. Enemy combatant. How do you navigate around installed blockade? Mueller, designated to take in evidence. Designed to take in evidence needed to expose deep state DOJ block regarding Mueller evidence. Ongoing investigation. Mueller, designed to limit POTUS ability to maneuver. Mueller, designed to stall for time until midterm elections to terminate all House, Senate, and ongoing investigations. Mueller, designed to safeguard D-Party base false narrative regarding Russia collusion. POTUS cheated, evil, sky is falling in effort to divide and mobilize for future protests, riots, threats, violence, false flags, etc. Hint, hint. Mueller, designed to provide fake news with ammunition to sway public opinion. Obstruction, foreign plus domestic agenda, fuel impeachment, removal, fuel anti-POTUS division, prevent unity, etc. Mueller, designed to demonstrate to foreign players that the old guard still pulls the strings. Mueller, designed to mobilize D-Party for midterm vote and win. Mueller, designed to push D-Party backers to donate to GoFundMe's and to the party. Mueller, designed as public outcry excuse should criminal charges be brought against them. We are being politically attacked because Mueller. How do you remove installed blockade? D-class, D-class, D-class. How do you navigate around installed corrupt FBI DOJ? Use a stealth bomber. Who must authorize firing of FBI DOJ officials? Why did McCabe try to take Sessions out? What was the Sessions Senate confirmation vote? 52-47. Number 175. Logical thinking versus the clickbait Q. That is our treason post, guys.
Yeah, it is. That's huge. And I wanted to play this too because it's kick butt. Let me see. Here we go. Use a stealth bomber?
Yes.
Look at that thing, Shady. Is that Pepe driving it?
I think it was.
I think it is.
Frogs.
Here it goes. Look at this. Oh my gosh. So guys, have faith. That post right there that Shady just read is absolutely amazing, and it is the 2381. 18 U.S. code for treason is 2381. 2381. All right, so let's cruise back. Look at some of these people. Okay,
but we're advocating violence because
Yeah.
we want our system of government to work.
Hey, I didn't make the punishable crime.
I did not write the Constitution.
I did not write death as the punishment for treason. I did not do that. And there's a difference, guys. You have a trial, then you convict. This is not calling for people to lynch. We're not going to Nancy Pelosi's home and yelling expletives, talking about breaking his effing neck.
Well, Maxine Waters is standing out on the street telling everybody that if you see someone from the president's cabinet, to make a crowd and start screaming at them.
Right.
I mean, that's inciting violence.
So here we go. We got one down. One down. Treason and sedition. Okay. Definitely that was John McCain. And if you remember the Q proof, John McCain will be back in the news in 30 days. Killbox, it said 30 in Killbox, and exactly 30 days to the day, to the minute, to the hour is when he was announced as passed away.
We got 41. We got 41 in the ground too.
Yeah, right. Treason. Here we go. HRC open source server, missing emails, crowd strikes, granted access. Remember, the FBI was just called out for destroying and cooperating with an agreement with these scumbags, and now we have false flag shootings. This is what's happening. China hacked HRC server? False. Access was granted, guys. Hillary Clinton, page 294 on the Inspector General report. Hillary Clinton and Foundation crime against children. Page 294, guys. Plane crash 2000 HRC or 99 HRC Senate 2000 the start. Enjoy the show. And that was because of the relationship between POTUS and JFK Jr. They were friends. I'm sure this one really hurt. Also, our president knows all about 9/11 as well. He's a truther. There we go. Q post 866. Why are the children in Haiti in high demand? How are they smuggled out? Adoption process, logical staging ports, friendly to Clinton Foundation, track donations, cross against location relative to Haiti. Think logically. The choice to know will be yours. Sounds like something like Epstein Island could be close to Haiti, right? I don't know. Let's go check that out someday.
Mr. T out there, Matrixxx, said that rope is a great cure for treason.
It is.
I think he's right.
It is. And then
Miracle cure.
Remember about the 4 Americans that died in Benghazi? What difference does it make?
Hemp rope.
Well, it makes a big difference. Q post 802, traitor, a person who betrays another, a cause or any trust, a person who commits treason by betraying his or her country. And there's 4 people right there that would agree that she committed treason.
Yep. I agree.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with violence. It has to do with your ability to sell out your country.
Yeah.
And I mean, okay, so which other ones of you worked with China?
Right.
and
Feinstein.
Iran and Five Eyes. All of you guys, media report. There's all kinds of news reports right now. Not only do we have Peter Strzok filing suit against the FBI saying they have to give him his job back, but we also have reports coming out that there was lots of mingling going on between the DOJ, the FBI, and the CNN. And when I say mingling, I don't mean like dinner parties. Mingling, like lots of relationships back and forth between high up on-air personalities at CNN and FBI DOJ people. So lots of stuff coming to the surface real soon.
Yes. And we got Q post 802, kind of a future proves past because Google recently changed the word what a patriot means. But what a patriot really is a person who loves, supports, and defends his or her country and the interests with devotion. It's a person who regards himself or herself as a defender, especially of individual rights, against presumed interference by federal government. A traitor is a person who betrays another, a cause, or any trust. Renegade. A person who commits treason by betraying his or her country. Lynch, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. That body bag list is awfully short, but Lynch says she regrets the tarmac meeting with Bill Clinton about promise being a Supreme Court seat, if you recall the Q posts. Also, we've got this. Here's some more treason. Okay? Where are the children? Seriously, where are the children? And Q responds to that. 3,000 saved by the raids in Saudi Arabia alone. Worldwide lanes shut down, bottom to top. Haiti, Red Cross, classified, which I'm thinking that's Epstein now. High priority, Q. Child trafficking paid for my wedding. And that's true. They use Clinton Foundation donations to pay for Chelsea. I wear my cross upside down openly in my neck, and you don't even know. Clinton. 520. Let's look at the Haiti focus. Why is this relevant? What comes next? CF. Boom. Shock. Buy. Admiral R. Haiti is revealed in OIG report, page 294. And let's go to Q866. Why are the children in Haiti in high demand? How are they smuggled out? Remember, we just went over this. Adoption process, logical staging ports friendly to CF, track donations, cross against location relative to Haiti. And as United States of Q pointed out, Dominican Republic is there, and then just beyond that is Epstein Island. Think logically, the choice to know will be yours. The next one, shady. Treason, State Department, HRC, they will lose the black vote once Haiti is revealed. What happens if the truth about Haiti is released? Do D's lose the majority of the vote?
Oh my gosh, yes.
They will lose the black vote once Haiti is revealed. Lost now, awakening, keep them enslaved. What did Hussein do for the black community versus POTUS? Here's a crooked State Department gave special attention to friends of Bill after Haiti earthquake. Unbelievable. That's our POTUS tweet. Look at that. Look at these people. They're all wearing that purple color, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Treason Hussein. Barack Hussein Obama, who's not a Muslim, but he has a Muslim name. Okay? Fellow Patriots, what you're about to learn should not only scare you, but intensify your resolve to take back control, freedom. The information that you resolve to take back control. Oh, wait. Shady, will you read that for me? I just had a hard time with that.
Fellow Patriots, what you are about to learn should not only scare you, but intensify your resolve to take back control, freedom. Information that will become public will further demonstrate the criminal and corrupt, pure evil abuse of power that the Hussein administration undertook in joint efforts with domestic and foreign dignitaries. Read that clearly. With domestic and foreign dignitaries, the snowball has begun rolling. There's no stopping it now. D5. Stay the course. Trust the plan. Protective measures are in place. Remain brave. We knew this day would come. United we stand worldwide. Where we go one, we go all. We fight conspiracy no more. And this is just a small list over here of Uranium One, pallets of cash, Iran scam, no legal oversight. Who created ISIS? Who funded ISIS? Who protected ISIS? What is Loop Capital? Singapore, 29 million. USS code name Renegade. What is Gateway Bridge Project? Who created MS-13? Who funds MS-13? Who protects MS-13? Release and capture them policy. Who spent 75,000 tax dollars on pizza and hot dogs at the White House? This is a very, very small list, everyone, but this is the lead-in is going to be,
Our movement is about
Uranium One.
Oops. Sorry
Yep. I think it's going to be Uranium One is going to be a little
too.
bit of the lead-in to him.
Uranium One.
Because it's coming from Mueller, too. You know, Mueller's connected to Uranium One as well.
And not to mention just that he's a complete. He's not. We'll see.
I mean, just for a second, let's just back off the whole like being, the Mueller's investigating the president. He's coming. I mean, let's look at the guy we saw under oath a couple weeks ago, and then let's recognize that human being has been the director of the FBI for how long? Before, he was up there for like 12 years, 11 years plus.
Yeah.
Okay. Empty suit. Does what he is told. And it was blatantly obvious, guys, at that hearing.
Yeah.
The guy, I don't know if the guy could actually cite any law. I mean, he couldn't even hardly understand a question regarding different aspects of the law. A couple of things that he was asked, it was like he didn't even understand the law.
And here's more about Hussein right here, Shady. Hussein and HRC and many more must be terrified. Ahmadinejad is talking. That's the guy from Iran that you haven't heard of since Obama administration.
Right, he was the president over there before during Bush.
Where did all the money go? How many planes? Where did the planes land? And we know one landed in Syria, guys. Why were the clowns why were the clowns and private contractors escorting? Why cash? Why offshore cash? Why wasn't Congress notified for approval? Where did the bank wires originate from? Wow, man. Who are the Muslim Brotherhood? Who is Awan? Who is Huma? Who is VJ? Valerie Jarrett. Who created ISIS? Who controls ISIS? What was the purpose of ISIS? Who is MS-13? Why were known MS-13 members released after capture? Who controls MS-13? Who funds MS-13? Hard to swallow. Watch the news. Stages. Q. And then below that, Q post. Oh, let's go over it across 855. What if steel used for the military grade projects? This is another issue, right? What if the steel used for military grade projects was made inferior by our enemies as a method to weaken? What if Hussein knew that and authorized? Renegade. America has been sold to the highest bidder. America has been weakened on purpose. The true depths of their treason is unimaginable. Pure evil. Hell on earth. HRC victory. Q post 312. What was the United States Secret Service code name for Hussein? R. Define. They knew all along. Expand your thinking. Q. Who currently protects Hussein? R. Why is this relevant? Who currently protects Bill and Hillary Clinton? Why is this relevant? Learn. Think public and private Twitter accounts. They all have them. These people are stupid. We have it all. Q. They think they are clever. Q post 524. Loop Capital. We were just talking about that today. Loop Capital. They manage a lot of the Walmart monies. They manage we can't forget about Loop Capital. Maybe we'll do a quick show on Loop Capital here soon. All right. CEOs, board of directors paying to play, slush fund. Hussein, $29 million, Singapore. John McCain, $19 million, Singapore. HRC, BC, $15 million, Banco de Mexico. Nancy Pelosi, $8 million, Deutsche Bank, USA. On and on and on and on. Follow the money. Focus on the loudest voices in Washington. Net worth, reconcile. Q.
And interesting in that post right there, as it talks about, as you're just reading that one, and then back up here to 494, the first one you read was outside of, or 484, yes, outside sir. The red right here. Coincidence, all donations to the Clinton Foundation terminated post-defeat. Why? What did Australia, UK obtain in exchange for all that money? And where do the majority of the Rothschilds reside? Why is Hussein traveling the globe and visiting major financial institutions? Why would Mike Rothschild be so concerned about all of this stuff and violence, Matrixxx?
Yeah.
You think he would be concerned about violence because people might start to understand the depths of this and really be loud themselves the way that the media folks are being loud?
Well, he wants that Beto guy dressed in that weird outfit. So I don't even know what he wants, man. That guy's crazy. Treason Soros. I've made my life's mission to destroy the United States. I hate this country and I hate all the people in it. George Soros, Newsweek, 1979.
But still, he gets a free pass from every single one of your media organizations and is openly allowed to inject money and send thousands and thousands of people through Central America to the southern border to cause chaos. I mean, that we know where the money came from. We know who was putting it in. We know who was passing out cards in Mexico.
Treason, right?
Treason.
Sedition, and I think treason, Pelosi too, but at this time, remember this thread was November 24th, 2018. So what is sedition? If two or more persons in any state or territory or in any place subject to the jurisdiction of the United States, and Mike Rothschild's, these are called laws.
It's called our Constitution.
Right.
Our way of life. Laws.
If they conspire to overthrow, put down, or to destroy by force the government of the United States, or to levy war against them, or to oppose any force of the authority thereof, by force to prevent, hinder, or delay the execution of any law of the United States, by force to seize, take, or possess any property of the United States contrary to the authority thereof, they shall each be fined under this title or imprisoned for not more than 20 years or both. And here we go with Nancy Pelosi. Q Post 2036. Does this mean more fires? Paul and Nancy Pelosi Charitable Foundation, Q. Billions of dollars, guys. And this is about the Bullet Train project. Now, who owns the railroads, guys? Do we know?
Yes, we do.
Press P if you know if it's Pesos. All right, so now we got this one, 524. Loop Capital, CEOs, BODs paying to play. We just showed you this one. Nancy Pelosi has $8 million at Deutsche Bank, yet she gets $165,000 a year. Look at the P's, Pesos.
That'll make Mr. Rothschild a little nervous if he's in the chat out there.
Yeah.
We invited him over, guys, so we're kind of giving him a little presentation.
Maybe he's here. Feel free to talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's 1184. Big error. Pelosi admits to travel to North Korea. Past. Archive immediately. They have tried to cover this. Why is this relevant? These people will lose everything. Q. And I remember that video. Let's go to the next one. Waters. Sedition. Shady, why don't you take Miss Waters? 2 Q posts.
Maxine Waters, California ranking member. How do you obstruct oversight? How do you obtain inside knowledge to closed door financial investigations? Maxine Waters, California ranking member. Those who are the loudest have the most to fear. Hide. Money Talks Q, with a couple of links in this one.
Well, Shady, I just want to ask you a question. Aren't you racist because Maxine is black?
No.
I mean, you must be racist. You're only picking on her because she is not. Oh, you're a white supremacist.
Because I want her to do her job properly?
Yes.
What?
Yes, that's what that means.
I just want her to do her job, and all she has to do is appropriate funds in the proper manner and come up with some kind of ideas that people agree with.
But that's racist.
That's racist?
Yeah.
I have got to get the Merriam-Webster dictionary. I got to get back. I'm a little
Well, go
old.
check Google what a patriot is and be one, okay?
Well, Google. Well, now wait a minute. Now Google tells me a patriot is a xenophobe.
Yes.
And,
that's what you are.
I got you now. Okay, so my parallel universe runs concurrent with my Constitution.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. All right, so go ahead and let's continue with sedition. Go ahead with this one, Shady. Oh my gosh.
How are senators worth many millions of dollars? How does Maxine Waters live in a $4 million home? How many past current politicians have foundations or institutes? Corrupt, broken, traitors, justice, jail, death. Q. That is not calling for violence.
Nope. It's calling for justice for traitors that are corrupt and broken.
If there is a trial and a trial deems them guilty, then the punishment is whatever it is, punishable by whatever it is they did. It doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter where they came from. It matters what they did. It matters what their actions are. And to all of you out there, that's the same thing that is true for you. It's actions. It's your actions in this world. Your speech is supposed to be free, and your actions are supposed to be held to account.
Right. Absolutely
Period.
correct. And we
Period.
right now could be arrested for saying the truth, or people outside of our house, calling to break our necks because we're the truth and we're talking about the truth. And, I will stand behind any patriot. Patriotism has no skin color, folks. There is no racism that they're calling about. Nobody in this room feels the way that they are projecting crap onto us, and I know that. All right, so here's Sedition Lynch. This is about the tarmac meeting, okay? This is about Lynch says that she regrets the tarmac meeting with Bill Clinton because she was promised a Supreme Court seat. And this is Q Post 674. Public interest keep high. U1 FBI informant Awan Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Pakistan Intel, Muslim Brotherhood, tarmac meeting, Supreme Court, Loretta Lynch deal, AS1. They killed Justice Scalia, guys, and they were going to fill her with it.
And just a real quick, just in case the person who tipped them off that this whole thing was going on happens to be out there, thank you so much for that, because we did get a little bit of a whistleblower insight from what Q has kind of led us to believe about this whole thing happening, and that they were going to land, and then they ended up there with all the footage, and I think we got the audio too, or that's what Q has hinted at.
Yeah, absolutely.
So great patriot out there who noticed and let the powers that be become aware that this was going on.
And here's how the trolls are getting paid. And this is Sedition, Senator Warren. These are the slush funds, okay? So Consumer Protection Agency, Senator Warren, she runs the slush funds. Corruption, infiltration, slush fund. Goodbye, Q. Now, that's very important to note. And Q gave us another hint about the trolls being promised slush funds. Like, we know a troll that's trying to get an Amazon business going because he has a trucking company, but he's got to get a couple more trucks, and he'll be given some money to do that. And in the meantime, he can attack Q people. That's what's happening, guys. They are being promised slush funds, okay? That's who's attacking Q. Then you've got Feinstein. She's been in the kill box as well, guys.
Feinstein.
You want to take this one?
I've got it right here. So, number 297, where was this picture taken? Hanging of flags traditional occurs in this part of the country for what holiday? Western intelligence contacts that the device was made at a super micro subcontractor factory in Guangzhou, a port city in the southeastern China. Guangzhou is 90 miles upstream from the Shenzhen, dubbed the Silicon Valley of hardware. What state does Feinstein represent? Here's a link to Google Spygate, or spying with her. I think that was the one with her driver. Google and China. Dragonfly. Look here. Russia. Do not look here. China. Worth 43 minutes of your time, and that is the video from Mr. Pence at the Hudson Institute, if I'm correct on that. All inside roads to China are being closed. America is no longer for sale. Q. And then over here on August 28th, giving us a picture of her, and Q says, mortified, what is the purpose of a bridge? Got to have the person, the go-betweens, guys.
Well, that picture was not in the Q post, just FYI.
Oh, the picture wasn't? Oh, I thought it was attached right there.
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't think it is. I could be wrong.
You may be right about that. Okay, I thought it was, but was this post? This post was pointing to Feinstein, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
let me just go to the actual post, because this is what we got to do, guys. I know people are having a bad day. We are trying to show people that, we are still winning, guys. We are the United States Department of Winning. Yeah, there was no picture on that post, Shady. But
Gotcha.
it was pointing to this article.
Okay, well,
She had
There's a picture.
she has a staffer that was a spy for China, guys.
For 20 years.
All right.
And there's not even an investigation.
Nope.
Or not one that's not probably us, but we investigated.
Exactly. All right. So that's sedition and even possible treason, right? So that is my thread. And I want to today we are going to play this again because it's important to get us pumped up with all this incitement from the MSM media for the violence of the mind-controlled masses. We know this. Ready?
This is what your president says to you guys, to you, the people, we the people. Listen very carefully. Even if you've heard it before, please listen again. Thanks.
Our movement is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people. The Washington establishment and the financial and media corporations that fund it exist for only one reason: to protect and enrich itself. The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. For those who control the levers of power in Washington and for the global special interest, they partner with these people that don't have your good in mind. Our campaign represents a true existential threat like they haven't seen before. This is not simply another 4-year election. This is a crossroads in the history of our civilization that will determine whether or not we, the people, reclaim control over our government. The political establishment that is trying to stop us is the same group responsible for our disastrous trade deals, massive illegal immigration, and economic and foreign policies that have bled our country dry. The political establishment has brought about the destruction of our factories and our jobs as they flee to Mexico, China, and other countries all around the world. It's a global power structure that is responsible for the economic decisions that have robbed our working class, stripped our country of its wealth, and put that money into the pockets of a handful of large corporations and political entities. This is a struggle for the survival of our nation, and this will be our last chance to save it. This election will determine whether we're a free nation or whether we have only the illusion of democracy, but are in fact controlled by a small handful of global special interests rigging the system, and our system is rigged. This is reality. You know it, they know it, I know it, and pretty much the whole world knows it. The Clinton machine is at the center of this power structure. We've seen this firsthand in the WikiLeaks documents, in which Hillary Clinton meets in secret with international banks to plot the destruction of U.S. sovereignty in order to enrich these global financial powers, her special interest friends, and her donors. Honestly, she should be locked up. The most powerful weapon deployed by the Clintons is the corporate media, the press. Let's be clear on one thing. The corporate media in our country is no longer involved in journalism. They're a political special interest, no different than any lobbyist or other financial entity with a total political agenda, and the agenda is not for you, it's for themselves. Anyone who challenges their control is deemed a sexist, a racist, a xenophobe. They will lie, and then again, they will do worse than that. They will do whatever is necessary. The Clintons are criminals, remember that. This is well documented, and the establishment that protects them has engaged in a massive cover-up of widespread criminal activity at the State Department and the Clinton Foundation in order to keep the Clintons in power. They knew they would throw every lie they could at me and my family and my loved ones. They knew they would stop at nothing to try to stop me. Nevertheless, I take all of these slings and arrows gladly for you. I take them for our movement, so that we can have our country back. I knew this day would arrive. It's only a question of when. And I knew the American people would rise above it and vote for the future they deserve. The only thing that can stop this corrupt machine is you. The only force strong enough to save our country is us. The only people brave enough to vote out this corrupt establishment is you, the American people. Our great civilization has come upon a moment of reckoning. I didn't need to do this, folks, believe me. I built a great company, and I had a wonderful life. I could have enjoyed the fruits and benefit of years of successful business deals and businesses for myself and my family, instead of going through this absolute horror show of lies, deceptions, malicious attacks. Who would have thought? I'm doing it because this country has given me so much, and I feel so strongly that it's my turn to give back to the country that I love. I'm doing this for the people and for the movement, and we will take back this country for you, and we will make America great again.
That's my president right there. That's your president. Don't believe the hype. Snapper J, thank you so much. And Anna B, Shady Matrixxx, I can't express my gratitude enough for your hard work that you are doing. You are brave souls. May God protect you wherever you go. You are needed in the future, as you know. Thank you, Anna B. And with that, I just want to make sure that we do this. Here we go. Whoops. Let me put it in here. Here we go.
Be strong in the Lord and mighty in his power. Put on the full armor of God. So that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything to stand, stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take up the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. With all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in on praying for all the Lord's people.
Amen. So that's the armor of God, the full armor of God. I remember when I decoded that right here. We've got the full armor of God. It was the first time it was posted in 1432, and that was on a Sunday. And on Monday, he got the helmet in the upper right-hand corner. And then did he get a jersey? Look, he got the Army Knights jersey, the chest plate, right? Did he get a belt? Oh my gosh, he got the belt from the WBC. Imagine that. That was on a Wednesday of that same week. Did he get shoes? Oh, look. Feet firmly. Look at that. He's got that from New Balance. Where did he get a sword? Oh my gosh, he got the sword from Saudi Arabia. Who is his shield? POTUSShield.org is a prayer group. You are the shield. And we need this shield on today. There's a lot of evil. Shady and I pointed out last Friday that they were going to a temple under a black moon doing a satanic ritual. Then Saturday was a blood ritual to give blood to the earth. And look what happened, guys. And they needed a narrative change. Q told us about it in the Q posts. We are on target. That is why you are seeing the panic. Shady. Maybe
Manifesto.
There you go.
Manifest. Are you there?
Yes, go.
No, I was just saying that they also all of a sudden this guy puts this stuff on Instagram, and then they post manifestos to 8chan, and then everyone piles on and says 8chan should be taken down for free speech. And I would just like to mention this real quick to everyone out there. 8chan is essentially a clean piece of paper, guys, and that's the truth. 8chan is essentially a clean piece of paper that anyone can go there and write something. That really is what it is. And the idea that they have come after free speech in this way as so important to jeopardize everything that they hide from us to prevent whatever the president is doing from doing it should speak volumes, guys. So everyone stay in that light and stay in the protection of what you know to be just and true, and walk that line and help us here keep the line strong and keep the armor on and keep the faith alive. There is no questioning that this man is destroying them. He is destroying them, and they are not going to go quietly. And it's just really kind of that simple. So we're, eyes peeled, stay alert. Much love out there, guys.
Yep. I also want to show you this, guys. The John of God, Brian Siricius, is the El Paso's father. He talks about renting his space to the organization. And remember, John of God was charged with the largest sexual abuse scandal in the history of Brazil, along with selling babies.
Babies.
This is your shooter from El Paso, not some Trump guy.
I had a group of healers that were trained by John of God in Brazil, who came through wanting to rent my space. I rented the space to them and helped them unload their van. We unloaded these large containers with something very heavy in them. I brought them all in and helping them unpack them, and they were crystal bowls. Big deal, because the crystal bowls, as you probably already know, will know very shortly, that changed the whole course of my therapy. I was already a therapist. I was just doing talk therapy. So when I found the crystal bowls and had my first experience with them, with those healers, I was completely called to use them and integrate them into therapy.
Did a really good job with your kid.
And I learned.
So there you go. You can watch that. John of God connection confirmed. Also, Mr. T is telling us that, or reminding us that today is Purple Heart Day. We salute our troops, everybody that has given their livelihood in some cases, right, and received a Purple Heart. Everybody that is fighting for this country. Happy Purple Heart Day to all of our militaries for that decoration, for getting that decoration. It honors the men and women who are of the military order of the Purple Heart. during American Revolutionary War. This badge merited decorated with 6 known soldiers. So this is a very important day. I know some people that have gotten the Purple Heart, and much love to all of them as well. Shady, final thoughts before we head out the door. Please make sure you share this broadcast. It will be broadcast on Periscope on 17/17. That's today, 5/17 Eastern time. You can always catch us live at 1 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/c/intheMatrixxx with 3 X's. Periscope, we love you. YouTube, we love you. Please help us get this censorship out, guys. Help us, because we are being censored. Shady.
Yeah, big thanks to our sponsor today, C60, and to Dustin Nemos. We really appreciate all of the Patriots helping Patriots out there, and the systems and networks and the folks that are working behind the scenes to get these systems and networks set up so that we can further bring this information to the forefront. This is biblical times, everyone. We are seeing things that none of us a couple of years ago ever thought that we would see. So recognize that there's a lot of noise, and they are going to make more noise more than likely, but this is our path. To save our republic, we must walk the path of not destroying it. We're trying to remove the parasite and keep nation intact. So spreading love and light and unity towards your fellow friends and family is exactly what we need right now. So if any of you guys could do that, please do. And with that, Matrixxx, I'm going to jump out first.
Right.
But much love, everybody. And it's been another hour and a half already, and you're just not tired of winning.
Not
from
tired.
The U.S. Department of Winning. We'll see you tomorrow.
Exactly, guys. Thank you very much. We got the emergency alert just went off, Mr. T. I want to thank you, Spud. Thank you for being here. The Art of War. Somebody just came in minutes. Only 31 likes. So I'm showing 577 likes. Make sure you hit that blue thumbs up on the way out. Make sure you are still subscribed to the channel. Anna B, much love. Thanks, Shady, Mary Jo. You guys are amazing. Irene says, yes, Jesus is coming. Thumper Rose, I hope you're feeling better today. Prayers for our cutter out there. Poussant, much love to you guys. We have the best mods out there. Donna, hello. Let's see. Thank you very much. Much love. Spud Forever with the thumbs up. Sandy White says 17. Dexter Greener, see you later. See you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern on this channel. Mike P loves the mods. Thank you, Mike. United States of Q, you're amazing. Think mirror, you are amazing, my friend. Thank you for that United States of Winning thing. We guys, I just want to give you guys a lot of love, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here today. Much love to you guys, and look at these amazing Patriots. Kiwi out there, Jackie, Poussant, Rocket Girl, Anonymous Information, Q, Ams Dave, thank you, sir. Dense Plus, in God we trust, that is for sure. Much love, Sophie. Oh, there's our Hungarian patriot. We will all meet up someday. I guarantee you that. And we will all meet up in freedom. And with that, guys, we are Q Army ready. Then we're going to head out of here. Is the Q Army ready? The Q Army's ready. Look at these guys.
Impeachment. Why? What is Donald Trump trying to hide? And now we're going to call for impeachment. Why?
Matrixxx with 3 X's on Twitter, at Shady Grooove with 3 O's, X's and O's for all of you. We love you. Worldwide. IntheMatrixx at 3x's.com. Check them out. QSN, the Q Army Social Network. Bring your digs over there. We got Kiwi Patriot out there who will monitor those. Bring them over. We need to work together, guys. 8chan will be back. Mark my words. Future will prove past. It was Instagram. JT Wild. Much love, brother. See you guys tomorrow. Much, much love. Peace.